Emelyne. So today I'm going to show you guys how to make this adorable cake. It is a rainbow cake. Right now it looks like a huge white blob because the lights are super bright. But anyway, it looks so cute. I think you guys are going to love this. So I can't wait to show you guys how to make it. So today's video is obviously not a 50s Friday video. I had a little trouble finding something to put up for 50s Friday, so I decided I might start doing it just every other week just so that I can keep my videos kind of fresh and stuff like that. If you guys aren't subscribed, then be sure to hit the subscribe button so you guys can get notified when I upload a new video. And also be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you guys like it. So if you guys want to learn how to make this cake, then just keep watching. So here I have some white cake mix, and I'm just adding it into the bowls evenly. That way we have even layers. So here I'm just taking some purple food coloring, adding it in until it's a pastel color. What I did was I put some on the fork, I mixed it, and once I saw the color was pretty dark, I washed it off the fork and then continued mixing it, and it brought me these perfect pastel colors. I'm going to have all of these colors on my blog, that way you guys can get more of the details. I didn't want to make this video super long. But now I have these cool layer pans which I got from Michael's, and I'm just adding in each of the colors. Now we can place these in the oven. I baked this at 350 degrees, literally only 9 minutes. These were so easy to bake. Okay, so after these were done cooling, I wrapped them up in some plastic wrap, and then I stuck them into the refrigerator for about 40 minutes. This is going to help the cakes to stay firmer, that way when we cut it, they don't crumble so much. Unwrapping the cake, and I have a serrated knife. So what we're going to do is level off our cake. That way, when we put all the layers on top, they won't kind of like wobble over. So you just want to run your knife across the top of it. Pretty much, I'm just going to keep repeating the process to all of the cakes. I have all of the cakes leveled, and now I just took some parchment paper and I cut them into 4 strips, and I have my Invisalign in, so I'm still kind of like talking a little weird, but I'm getting used to it. But anyway, so basically I'm just going to place these on the cake plate, which is where we're going to be serving it from. So I just put 2 on the sides, and then we'll put these 2, if they want to stay, right here. That way, when we're frosting our cake, if we make a mess and get it on the plate, it's okay because we can just remove these strips and the plate will be clean, hopefully. So first, I'm going to be putting the purple cake down, and you guys can obviously do whatever colors you want, but I'm going to start with purple last. Well, first, but it's going to be last on the cake. And at this point, you want to make sure that the cake is as centered in the plate as possible. I have a bowl of frosting here, and I have an ice cream scoop. I saw this technique on Martha Stewart. So basically what you do to make sure you get even layers all across, you can just take an ice cream scoop, and it's a lot easier if you have an ice cream scoop that has like little clicky things. This one's like really old, so it doesn't have one. But anyway, then you can just take 1 scoop of ice cream, and since this cake is really small, I think we might only need 1 scoop. So we can just begin to spread this out. Okay, so now we can place the green one on top. And I'm pretty much just gonna keep repeating the same process until we get up to our top layer. Now what we can do is take a bunch of frosting onto our spatula and begin to coat our cake in it. This is also known as a crumb layer. So basically it's filling in all of the cracks, and it's okay if it's messy and if some of the crumbs from the cake come onto it, because this is just a base layer. Basically, if you girls are into makeup, it's kind of like primer but for your cake. So I'm just going to do this throughout the whole cake. So this is what it will look like. Now we can put this in the freezer And basically what that's going to do is help to harden the outside of the cake. It's not going to make the cake taste bad or anything like that. It's just going to help to harden the frosting. That way our next layer will be very easy to apply. As you guys can see, I have no frosting on my hands after it came out. So this next layer, which is going to be our final layer, goes on so smooth. I added a tiny bit of pink food coloring to this frosting to get a nice pastel color. A tip is that you want to start at the top of your cake and then work your way down. And it's okay if it doesn't look perfect at first. You can always go back into your cake and smooth it out. Once we are done, basically what I'm doing is just kind of pushing the top edges of the cake inward. That way we don't have any high edges. So I pretty much took all of my favorite sprinkles and I just added them all into a bowl, mixed them together to make it look a little bit more fun. And I'm just adding these on top of the cake, and you just want to be careful not to get them on any of the sides of the cake. Now I made some light green frosting and I have a Wilton 1M tip, and I'm just making some of these little swirls on the top of the cake. And as you guys can see, there are these little peaks at the top. Once the frosting hardens a bit, we can push them down. So now it's time to remove our paper from the bottom. And now we have a nice clean plate, so I'm going to be making the same swirls. My camera totally died here, so I didn't get to show you guys all of them. But it's basically the same as the top. I also decided to add on this little topper, which I got from Michael's. And I think it fits so well with the cake. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, then please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And I hope you guys are all having an amazing day. Thank you guys so much for watching.